Good morning. Good morning. It has been a minute since I have gotten, oh, look at my shininess. Oh, I've been using this like moisturizing oil, which is so amazing, and it's done so many wonders for my skin. Look at my skin is just so beautiful. I have been using also Clinique, but I don't use it very often, but I use it today because I had a big meeting and I wanted my face to just be so fresh and dewy and just one beautiful color, however. So anyway, it is a little shiny in this light. Okay, so as I have said, I have posted about this, that I have been working with a corporate company who wanted to partner with me, one, so that I can exclusively recommend their product to my customers and then make money every time that someone uses my code to buy their product. So if I refer their product to my customers and my customers use my code QUEEN when they check out, then I will make money off of that sale. And that is set up, that is up and running. Oh, do I have lipstick too? No, I'm good. Yeah. That is set up, that is up and running, and that's amazing. And then they also wanted to have meetings about curriculum and content creation. And I was like, yes, I would love that. That would be amazing. And I just finished the meeting. So I had all this, like, I was so excited and so happy. And having the meeting, oh my gosh, I'm even more thrilled about everything. So now I have never been a consultant or hired like that. This is completely new to me. And so I reached out to my business coach and or my life coach, whatever you want to call it, the energy, the woo and the do. She's absolutely amazing, Christine Hayes. And I said, how do I do this? Like, I am excited to work with this company. I'm excited to build curriculum. I'm excited to offer my skills and talents and services to people. But I've never, talked to a corporate company. And my mindset is that corporate companies tell me what to do for a hourly rate and then I do it. And I was like, that's not what I want anymore. I know I want something better and different than that. What do I do? How do I do that? Give me news, give me insight, whatever. So we had a conversation where she said, well, what do you want? What do you want? Like, what do I want? I want to, and then I figured out what it is that I want. And I know I want to be working on a team. I want to be the manager of that team. I want to initiate ideas and delegate tasks. I want to collaborate with people, get ideas, like vibrate with each other and like jump off of each other's ideas. I want that team collaboration. I want to be building out like this content that is super helpful for people to pass their exam. I would want to work maybe like locally with them in town at their office so that we can do this collaboration. I would want a couple of days off a week. I don't want to be working like, 5 days a week, maybe 3 days a week. And then, I would delegate to them what it is that we're doing, and then they have 2 days to do it. And then I come back on the next week. So maybe like a 2 to 3 week project where I'm coming into the office 3 days a week. They're doing the work without me on those other 2 days, and then I come back. I said, that would be really good. And she's like, and how much money do you want to make? And I'm like, if I were to do that, I would, and I would, be, and she's like, and keep in mind, you would be taking away time from your business to help their business. So how much are you making in your business that would entice you to want to leave that for a moment and to go help someone else with their business? That what I'm asking for them to pay me to help them build their business and leave my business for that time, if I'm directing my focus to them and I'm not putting my focus on me, then in my business, whatever I charge them needs to make sense. And it needs to be in alignment with saying, I can post a class for 1 hour and bring in $442 in ticket sales. So whatever it is that I earn working with you needs to be in alignment with that. Okay. So this is my mindset going into this meeting is, what do I want? What would feel good for me? And how much money would I want? And how much money would I need to be able to step away from creating content for myself? Because this is another point too. If I create content for you, you pay me one time. If I make content for myself, I am paid every single time someone wants that piece of content. I will make money forever on my stuff. I will not make money forever on their stuff, but they will, right? They will make money forever on my stuff, right? So that also is part of the equation. So when they sat down and they said, okay, we have this project, and it's fun, but it would be sitting at my computer by myself, building out content, and they would want it done in a week. I was like, okay, I could do that. Sounds fun, like a little bit different than, but I'm open, like, let's see. And I said, so what's the budget? And they said $1,500 for about 30 hours of work. And I go, that's nice, but makes no sense for me. I was like, I'm making quite a bit of money, on my own with my own business, that to take away time from my business for only about $50 an hour just doesn't make any sense. This is fun. This is exciting. I would love to work with you in other ways, but at a minimum, I'm going to need like $7,000 a week to walk away from running my own business. And they were like, okay, good to know. We will potentially get back to you, but at least now we know what we're working with. And I was like, okay, great. And then we ended the meeting. Now this is a very powerful shift in perception and in belief systems. In the past, the me that was worried or didn't see my own value would have been, I need to take this $1,500 because it's $1,500, and I need to take it because it's available. But I wouldn't feel good spending 30 hours making $50 an hour creating this curriculum sitting at a computer by myself. I wouldn't feel good doing that. So I can't say yes to that because it wouldn't feel good to me. It would feel out of need. It would feel out of necessity. It would feel restricting. It would feel like just kind of icky because it's like, I'm only earning $50 for this, and it's not even fun. Like, I can do something way more fun and earn way and receive way more money doing something that I love to do. You got to pay me a lot more money to do that if you want me to do that. And then I said, look, this project sounds fun and it would be cool. And I know someone who would be really good at it. But I'm much more in alignment for a leadership position and working with the team and making a minimum $7,000 a week. And they're like, great, thanks for letting us know. And I am totally cool with that. I'm totally good with the void of that, with being able to say, they're offering me 15, but at a minimum I need 7, and I'm okay not accepting the 1,500. I'm okay not accepting that because I know that at a minimum, for me to feel good and to walk away from my business for up to a week of time, I'm going to need at least 7,000 to make that make sense for me. And I'm okay holding the space between that. I'm okay waiting. I'm okay turning down an offer knowing that another one can come. This offer came out to me from nowhere. Like, I didn't go after them saying, can you give me a job? They came to me saying, can we partner with you and can we hire you? So like, I was thinking about like this opportunity, to maybe I was like, well, there's a little thought in my brain based on the scarcity thought and based on the pre-programmed and conditioned thoughts of working in a corporate society and hard work was the way you get money. There's a little thought to me that goes, well, maybe this project is just the initial project and it gets you in the door with them. I'm like, I don't want to be in their door. They need to come in my door. And my door is a minimum $7,000 knock. And if they can knock with 7,000, then perhaps they can come in and be invited into my world where I create this beautiful content that allows people to pass the exam. So I'm okay saying no to 1,500 because I know that 7,000 is more than doable and possible and available to me if a company is looking for that. And that's okay because whether or not a company is looking for that or will pay that, I can run my own successful business making that much myself. So I don't need a scarce small amount of money opportunity, because I already have, and I trust, and I know that more opportunities are coming to me. That if I can post a class for 1 hour at $400, that many people sign up. And I can sell that class again and again and again and again. People are already buying the recording. Why would I turn around and say one hour for $50 and I will never make more from that again? Why would I say yes to that? No way would I say yes to that. And so many people would say, Melissa, but how you got to get started somewhere. You've never done this before. You've never worked for a corporate company as a consulting. Shouldn't you just take what you get? Shouldn't you just get the experience? No, not if it's not fun for me. Not if it doesn't make sense to walk away from my business to do it. No, it needs to be fun. It needs to be in alignment. It needs to be something that makes me excited to get out of bed and to do. Working behind a computer screen for $50 an hour is zero excitement. I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to do that. And I'm okay saying, yeah, no, I'm sorry, not for me. That's not for me. Because if that's not for me, it opens up a space for something else to come in that is for me. And I want something that is for me. I want to work with somebody who is so lit up working with me that it doesn't matter the price. I want to work for someone that I am so excited working and doing their things that like they'll be like, yeah, whatever price it is to work with you, we want to pay it. I want that, and that is available to me, and I can hold the void until that comes. I can hold the space for that. I can create the space for that. I'm good. So I just wanted to share that with you all. And I also, oh my gosh, like I need to come on and like talk about this story, but it was, I need to check the timeline, but it was about a year ago that I was offered, we were in the works of actually leaving the company I was at and going to work for an insurance company as an instructional designer. I didn't post anything about that because like I didn't, say anything. So there is this whole story of me potentially getting a job. Like they offered me like double the money I was making, and the whole thing of how it went down, like to me, it just makes so much sense of how that happened and how I had zero like regret or frustration that it didn't work out. And now look, I have my own business, making my own money, making more than what that position had offered. And it's just like, when you allow yourself to let go of something that isn't quite in alignment, it opens you up for something that is in alignment. You don't want this condensed small version of something because it feels safe to take it because it's $1,500 and like you can just earn that right now, and it can get you in the door of like meeting these people, and then like potentially maybe it might lead to more money. But if they're already only paying you $50, I'm not quite sure why they would pay you more than that if you're willing to accept just $50. No, I don't want that. I would like to do this, I would like to do this, I would like to do that, and I will provide for you an amazing content and curriculum that will secure that people will pass. And in order to do that, I'm going to need a minimum $7,000 a week. That's what I want. That's in alignment with me. So I can wait for that. I can hold out for that. I can leave space for that without feeling like I have to take this $1,500, because I don't. I can make that on my own, offering a couple of classes, which I have. Like a payout is coming out to me for $2,400 after I posted about a class. Don't take the crumb. Don't take the crumb when you want the loaf. I want the loaf. And I'm not going to eat crumbs anymore while I'm waiting for the loaf. I'm just going to wait for the loaf. Because a crumb isn't going to feed me anyway. A crumb will not satisfy me. So taking little crumbs, these little bitty crumbs, is not worth it. I want the whole shebang. I want the whole loaf. And until you can offer me the whole loaf with butter, I don't want it. I don't want it. And I'm okay with that. I am more than okay with that because I am deserving of an entire loaf with butter. I am not deserving of crumbs. I am beyond crumbs. I can feed myself. I don't need your little crumbs. And that's just a metaphor. And like, you know, it's great. Like what they're offering is great. And a year ago, that would have been wonderful. A year ago, I would have been like, wow, that's so cool. What a great opportunity. I would love to make $50 an hour writing this curriculum. That would have been really good for me a year ago, but I am in such a different place. And I'm super excited about it. So, that was just, you know, a little update. I have a meeting coming up, Melanie Ann Layer. So in addition to Christine, and I met Christine actually in Melanie Ann Layer's group. She did what is called the invisible offer. And she said, I am selling something, it's $111. Buy it without knowing what it is. And I was like, hell yeah, because this is a woman who went from being in her car to now owning her own island, and she's like at 45 million last time I looked, and like it just crazy exponential growth that doesn't make any sense. And she's like, it doesn't have to make sense. And this is something that Christine also talked about, is like this uncommon, like it doesn't make sense. You just do it. And so her meeting is coming up soon, and I'm super excited. And so the invisible offer ended up being a program that she's calling Cash. And day one was about context and setting, what are you setting as your context? Like if I say I have to work with the corporate company and they have to give me an offer today, and if they don't, then this means I shouldn't be working for corporate companies. If I said that this phone call, this meeting has to be the meeting where they offer me $7,000 or else this doesn't work, then I would have been really sad, and I would have been really like, oh, this doesn't work for me. Like I thought for sure that a corporate company would just love to hire me for $7,000 a week. And if that is not working in this meeting, then it will never work. If I hold that context, then I'm going to be sad and just, but if I can hold space and say some corporate company somewhere or some opportunity somewhere will come to me for $7,000 or something even better. If I can hold the space of something even bigger happening, then something bigger can even happen. And I can hold that void. So that's what she talked about in day one. And that was just, so I'm super excited about day two. So I'm going to go watch that now. And I don't know if you can still get it. I'm not sure, but it is mind blowing. And then also Becoming with Christine. So she has this Becoming group where you pay a monthly membership to be part of her circle, and she hosts meetings, and it is crazy. I got here because I used support and I used other people, and I watched them, I learned from them, I got activated from them, and it's been amazing. So stretch out into your world, you know, see what other people are doing. Know that it's possible for you. It's possible for you. If I can do this, you can do this. I was just at a corporate job. Oh my God, I'm going to lose my paycheck if I quit my job. What will I do if I don't have a paycheck? What will I do if I don't have insurance? What will I do? I was just there. And now I'm like, if you can't pay me $7,000 for a week of my time, I'm not getting out of bed for you. You can be there. And then there's going to be some point, Naomi Campbell, Christine told me this, Naomi Campbell says, if you don't pay me at least $50,000, I ain't getting out of bed. At some point I will be there. And that's so cool. And I can hold the space for that. Like, what amount of space are you holding for yourself? If you're saying the limit, if I do, I can only do this, and then it doesn't work out. But what if your limit was this, and you're just waiting to see it work out? And anything that comes along in your way that looks like it, but ends up not working out, be okay with that. Say, oh, I'm okay with that. It didn't work out because it wasn't quite in alignment. And that's okay. It was almost there, but if that's almost there, it's an indication that even the there will be there. That the thing will be there, right? If you're getting little hits of opportunities or situations that are kind of what you want, it's letting you know that what you want is available to you. It's available to you. It's like almost peeling an onion, right? The first layer kind of is what you want, wait for the next layer. Just like, it's like cake. You get your cake. It's okay that opportunities come and go. It's okay that things fail, because it's not the thing that you wanted anyway. It's leading to a much bigger thing, and allow yourself to expand to that bigger thing. Allow yourself to hold out for the bigger thing. Don't take a little crumb when you deserve the whole loaf. With butter. Because it's better with butter. My mom just made this amazing banana nut bread. So delicious. I should probably go get a piece. But I love you all so much. I'm so excited about all the things that are happening in my world and in my business, and all the things with Christine, and all the things with Melanie, and my sister is taking off. Oh, it's so amazing. So I love you all. Have a fabulous day. I finished.